It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered. But I'm done with all that.
I'll whoop your head, boy. The back of the steel, I'll whoop your head, boy. The cap of your peel, I'll whoop your head, boy. Your ass will get killed.
Yes, my energy empire. So you already know it's your girl Miss Keeks, and you're locked into what? Streetkeeks TV live right now as we speak. You got me dropping the latest in what's happening in hip hop and urban culture. So right now, you already know we have the 50 Cent situation. But before we get into it, tell a friend to like, comment, share, subscribe, get here if you must, dislike if you like. In the meantime, energy empire. Black entertainment and black excellence is always what we do around here. If you haven't checked out the documentaries and all the stuff that we've dropped, just head over to all our social medias, check it out, and check out the community on the YouTube. Follow it up.
Ladies, na 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 na. Keys have money in her pocket so she feel nice. She na borrow girl clothes in her real life. She na sponge pan a boy what him feel like. Can buy some drink if him feel like. Nobody worry about keys, she alright.
It was all a dream. I used to watch JBC. I know me they are Streetkeeks TV. I just a black ghetto youth like me. You can be anything that you wanna be, yeah. Here man, I'm a Tom all the day out of the slum king. I may represent for Streetkeeks TV Entertainment. Out of the slum, Streetkeeks Ghana road, you know how.
From here, the voice you don't know, say I just son representing for Streetkeeks TV Entertainment. You don't know, you know. We have real friends, but we have some fake ones too.
Yo, you done know it's Tiny Booster. You feel me? Straight out of Peck now, SN1. Alright, now you're locked to with Streetkeeks TV. You already know the hottest. You already know what's really good.
What do we have here, energy empire? A lot is happening right now. This is pure madness. Okay, so the beef between 50 Cent and T.I. is escalating on a rapid speed. If you're not aware, then you'll be able to get a full breakdown when my deep dive drops shortly after this. But for a quick catch up, T.I. had went on Nightcap with Shay Shay and basically had spoken about who he would have liked to have done a versus with. He happened to choose 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent got word of that and he didn't like that. So he proceeded to call out T.I. and say, in 50 Cent's troll fashion, basically, the only type of songs he's going to be playing in a versus battle against T.I. is the Crime Stoppers video and basically the court hearing that T.I. was seen taking part in a case where he basically told on the stand. Sorry, let me bring that back, yeah? So T.I. basically had took the stand and identified his now deceased friends in a case that had occurred where he was, you understand? Now, in 50 Cent fashion, he brought these two things to light and then it escalated from there. There was a video where T.I. was in the studio speaking to someone on the phone and he basically was trying to tell the person to get 50 Cent to line up a versus battle. He wants him and him to go back and forward. Now, it ended up escalating over the gram where 50 called T.I. a king rat and then T.I. ended up saying a whole load of stuff which we're gonna break down in this tweet. Not in this tweet, sorry, off the post from Instagram. Shortly after that, you know, it kept on going backwards and forwards, till 50 ended up posting a picture of T.I.'s wife, which was in a manner that was intended to shame her and just basically, like make him feel small, that there was a viral picture of his wife at a performance where, her skirt had lifted up and, her area was exposed. And as people were saying, it was unflattering. Now, I'm not gonna lie. 50 Cent was wild for that because Tiny didn't deserve that stray. She is not a part of this. If it's going to be between 50 and T.I., fair enough. But then when you're bringing Tiny into it, 50 definitely crossed the line. So I can see why it's escalated so much that Tiny's son, King Harris, ends up coming and going mental. So let's have a look and see what's happened here. Also, there's an interview on $1 Million Worth of Game where I think it was Gilly had basically asked T.I. what's basically going on in regards to the situation with him and 50. And from T.I.'s expression, he's basically saying that years prior, when the Versus situation was going on, him and 50 had allegedly discussed to do a Versus. Now, via the way that 50's been responding to T.I., it doesn't seem like 50 has any awareness of this Versus supposed to be taking place. And if he did, then why did he not just say no instead of bringing it to where he's brought it, that both of them are in a public scandal that's got a son involved who's now dissing 50 Cent's deceased parent, which we're going to have to listen to the whole thing because, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. You see that? T.I.'s son has a right to stand up for his mother, but then crossing a line and saying all those things about 50 Cent's mum, yeah, is wild. But you know why I'm not even gonna say too much on that is because just recently, a few months ago, 50 Cent had done something similar when it came to Irv Gotti, that I was even disappointed in 50. I know 50's a super troll and I know 50 could be petty, but I thought there's levels, when it comes to this disease, we shouldn't cross it. But then when I had to assess it and think about the long outstanding history with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, Murder Inc. and G Unit, 50 shots at Irv, even in death, in 50's perspective, would be warranted when we're talking about the streets, because nothing stops in when you're gone. The streets still keep going. But for this perspective with King, I feel like now this has gotten serious where I don't think nothing can be resolved when it comes to this. This is now gonna be a war that we've seen between Murder Inc. and G Unit with 50 Cent and T.I. This is why you hear me saying in my deep dive who's gonna line up the boxing match for 50 Cent's son and T.I. Yeah, that's why I said who's going to line up the boxing match between T.I.'s son and 50 Cent's son, because 50 Cent can't put his hands on T.I.'s son for what he said about his mom, which he's definitely going to take personal. And even though 50 Cent and his son don't have a good relationship, it's gonna be something that people is gonna say. The two young G's is gonna have to get into the paint and settle it on behalf of their parents if the parents don't squabble up and end it. And I hope it doesn't get to that, because we really don't need no physical violence over a versus. Like a versus. If Gucci and Jeezy can stand up face to face knowing what time it was, 50 Cent and T.I. can do the same. So I really hope, that I really had hoped this was like a publicity stunt for the Versus to come. But when we're talking about rats, and then we're talking about dead parents, and then we're talking about street stuff, we already know where this is going. It's way bigger than where it originally was. So my question is, what is really the underlying issue between 50 Cent and T.I.? Because when you listen to my deep dive, I say it there. I feel like if 50 and T.I. had a public confrontation on Instagram where 50 called T.I. a king rat, and then T.I. wrote a whole load of stuff talking about 50's the real rat, he's got his file, and if people really wanted to know what happened with T.I.'s case, his transcript is online, which would be how 50 Cent was able to access the court stuff to be able to troll him with it. It's a conversation between two rappers in the streets who now have allegations of being a rat. It's just that one, there's receipts, T.I., and then 50's is just public opinion because of historical lyrics that he spat in the past that has been said to have like created situations where people have ended up incarcerated. So let's just get straight into it, Energy Empire, because this one is a lot. And I actually break it down in a part 1 and a part 2, listening to DJ Academics, as you know, he's over there and he's right at the forefront of the history. So it will make much more sense to just go to the source of the home. So as it's kicking off, the first ever time that T.I. actually responded to all the allegations that 50 Cent had put out there in clips is when he did this. He said, "You playing on my name when only one of us a rat in real life. You know I got your paperwork, right? And my transcript is available online. Your excuses is useless. Get your whole ass in the box or shut the fuck up. And live in fair, you soft son. You lost my respect. Fucking duck." So you see now, T.I. finally responds, yeah? And then 50 Cent continues to do what he's doing, trolling as usual. But then he takes it to another level when he posts a picture of Tiny saying to T.I., "I keep saying, keep my name out your mouth, okay?" Question mark. I can't lie, 50. That was cold. Then, because of that, you've had King now come in on Instagram stories tweeting 50 Cent with a RIP headstone. This where your mama at. Treacherous. Oh my gosh. Then he drops the gravestone. I don't even know if the gravestone is real or fake. I hope, yeah, it's not real. And he just put this together. Yeah. Then, yeah, he then tweets so much social media. He then acts 50 in a rage rampant. Let's hear what he's saying. Oh, it's mad. And did you see the song what King put? What up, gangsta? When he tagged 50, that is mad. It is getting real dangerous out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So whilst all this is going on, leading up to this, as you can see here, when 50 Cent dropped the live visuals of T.I. in court testifying, he put, no, I don't like it. No verses. Let's do stay away competition and stay away from me. LOL. And then he proceeds, yeah, continuing to troll him. Just before that, he dropped, yeah, the coverage with T.I. doing the Crime Stoppers report. After 50 Cent dropped that, yeah, Crime Stoppers report, what do you think that 50 Cent put in the comment section when he dropped that? He put, I know Atlanta pick and choose who they support, but y'all gotta do better. Laugh out loud. Keep my name out your mouth. Then you got Funk Flex, a top hip hop DJ. He says it's getting treacherous in the comments section. Yeah. With the eyes, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. So you see all this trolling. The only thing that T.I. said was what I read out to you when 50 called him King Rat, and he responded on Instagram with a mini paragraph. So 50 Cent has not even been talking about the verses apart from that one comment that he mentioned when he told him to stay away from him, and he posted the court visuals. You see, one thing with 50, he's on mind games. He means to destroy Tip. And you know something? The maddest thing about it is the fact that T.I. did the Crime Stoppers video and he had the cheek to say, I'm gonna drop another tip for you. Yeah. It's not easy, you know, because he meant business. That he was actually properly giving the youths or whoever, bystanders, whoever, a tip from Tip. Like, and the way that he even worded it, yeah, because you know he's a man of words, yeah, and calculation, made it even more mad. Because when you think about it, it's like, yes, we know it's a calculated move because there's more to this and why he actually did this Crime Stoppers thing. But when you think about the streets, there's nothing that can justify it. So T.I. and 50 going back and forwards right now is madness. And then Tiny getting caught in the stray is madness. And then T.I. actually responded. I'm going to show you what T.I. said, yeah, after we listen to what King said in defense of his mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Channel 2, community coverage you can count. Mm-hmm.
You recognize who that is?
Yeah, that's Phil.
Okay.
Oh, that's his body.
In 34A.
Yeah, that's the entry wound.
Okay. And that's a picture of Falant with the bullet hole in his head?
Yes, it is.
And that's the bullet hole that you described to the jury as being in his temple on the left side?
Yeah.
How did Falant's family find out about his death?
I told him.
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
Fuck, post a picture of your motherfucking mama. She dead, nigga. Hey, respect, nigga. Stop fucking playing with my mama, nigga. Ain't playing like that. Niggas ain't going like that, nigga. How y'all raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who the y'all fucking with, nigga. You better put that music up. Shut the fuck up, cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it.
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke, though. Oh, Lord. I called my man that. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool.
Fifth, what's up, man? I'm trying to figure out where everybody at. What's up?
Okay, so first, like, you know, it was really about celebrating each other's catalog. Me and that nigga talk back there, bro. This shit, I ain't just called a nigga out the blue. Me and that nigga talk back there.
You talking about you were 50?
Yeah, man. We talk about this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. Nigga, we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man. You know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about this? He was like, shit, you want to do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool. So shit. I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up.
See, so we have context to the origin of what's happening. So T.I. sitting down with Gilly and he's breaking it down and he's saying, Ron, like him and 50 had a conversation behind the scenes at some point when they was doing some stuff together, and he told 50 like, yo, let's do a versus. 50 sounded like he was on it. And then obviously T.I. said he was going to jump out first, as you heard him. He's now jumped out. 50's got a problem with it. So it's just mental right now. And did you see that? Energy Empire, I had to highlight those clips because we all know 50 is a king troll. Not today, it's been from a long time. And we saw what it was like in the times when he had beef with many people and he had that historic moment when he walked around into the crowd to see if anyone was going to run up on him and no one didn't do nothing. So you see with 50, he's already about that action, yeah? And you know how his image is portrayed. Get rich, die trying. So right now, it's not even a laughing matter still. It's a serious situation. But you know, when it comes to hip hop, there's a lot of things that come with it. So you know what, Energy Empire? If you can't be safe, then you know what? Be responsible. In the meantime, it's such a shame to see my rappers go to war. Honestly, I can't lie to you. But let's finish off listening to what T.I. is saying. And don't forget to check out the deep dives that's going to drop shortly after.
And he say, all right. And when I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what the fuck was going on. Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about fuck all of it? Fuck all of it. I don't even want to, man. Cause now I question your character. Any nigga gonna get kick that kind of shit, then, you know, man. Nigga, just say you don't want to do it. All the other extra lame ass shit, man, this shit goofy.
So y'all talked about it, you saying? You went out there.
Years ago.
What's wrong with Kelly? Energy Empire, I'm so sorry. Why is the Alright, don't let me slap myself, Gilly. What's wrong with Gilly? It's Gilly's serious face, especially while he's asking. So y'all talked about this. He's trying to say you and 50. You like you and 50. Sorry, Energy Empire. Sorry, excuse me. I've got a cold, but you know I still have to cope with the high energy. Alright. Gilly, don't let me vomit up myself, yeah? Gilly's facial, especially Gilly's like, are you sure you and 50 had this conversation, or you and 50 had this conversation in your head? Hey, I'm done. Let's listen.
Years ago we spoke about it.
I think it'd be a great battle, though. I think,
man, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. I don't want to stand on stage with him. I have no interest in standing on stage with that nigga. I don't respect him. Okay, so first, like, you know, it was really.
So you got T.I. Oh, you ends want war. We on that, duck. Hey, T.I.'s outside, ready for the action. Album ready. We need to go and check it out. when the album drops, Energy Empire. But let them know one of the official singles of the album is here already, so don't forget to go straight over to T.I.'s page and check it. And imagine, look at this, you got Mano in the comments, Fabulous in the comments. They just couldn't wait for the action, and we still have to react to all of that stuff that's been going on. But you know what, there's so much happening, and life be happening as well. So you know, Energy Empire, patience is a virtue. It's a work in progress.
America. Damn. Ooh. I don't know if my wife look like that. May God bless America. Damn. Ooh. I don't know if that's a wrestler. I don't know if that's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.